health and safety of our members, staff, and community has always been at the forefront of the West Suburban YMCA's mission since our founding 143 years ago. At the end of February of this year, like the rest of the country, our Y leadership began to pay close attention to the news about COVID-19. A crisis management team began to meet weekly, then daily.
Since the Y closed, we immediately started calling particularly the most vulnerable of our membership to ensure that they were okay during such a difficult time. And we educated ourselves as best that we possibly could on COVID-19 and how we could help prevent the transmission, particularly when we looked toward our reopening.
I first got involved with the Y through the Livestrong program. Livestrong is a program for cancer survivors, and at the time, this was earlier this year, I was really looking for a program that I could commit to personally. So when COVID hit and the Y closed, I was so disappointed.
My kids have been going to Camp Chickamee since 3rd and 4th grade. Being in the house and not having school anymore and not having sports and not playing soccer and not playing spring basketball was like really put the brakes on.
By May, we were ready to put our plans in action. We made a significant investment and hired extra staff, installed tents, hand washing stations, and an outdoor bathroom. And we got ready to welcome back our kids.
So this summer, I thought it was very important for his social development to get out with other kids his age, especially after being cooped in the house for about 5 months. And when we found out camp was going to be entirely outside, that's basically what we needed to hear in order to feel comfortable with him going.
I felt excited and happy when I learned I could go to Chickamee. There were a lot of games that we couldn't play anymore, but everybody found ways to do it in a safer way.
As we move forward, our goal is to meet people where they are and to provide some level of normalcy to their lives in as safe a way as we possibly can. So we've begun to run our programs again. You'll see children out on the field playing soccer. They might be wearing masks, but they're running around getting their exercise, enjoying one another. And that's really our goal, to try and provide what they need at this time.
And when the Y opened again this fall and Jane was able to offer the program outside under the tent, I was so grateful, and it was a great relief that I still had this way of getting my workout, getting exercise, and feeling that community feeling, which was also important to me.
My biggest thing was safety and making sure that the kids were going to be safe at the Y. And they took all of my concerns away with all the communication they did and all the protocols they put into place to make sure that all the kids were safe. Even though the restrictions were there and even though it wasn't the same, camp was still camp for them. And they still came home dirty, hungry, tired, and chanting. I mean, what more could you ask for? It was perfect.
I feel so grateful that the Y is here in Newton and is part of our community. It's been a lifesaver for me to have this way to be part of a community effort, to get the training that I want, to be able to at least now be outside, and I look forward to being able to continue in however we have to evolve as we go forward.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that we'll never know what comes next. And when the Y was founded, it wasn't about a gym, a building, or a pool. It was simply people helping people. And together, that's what we will continue to do. And whatever comes down the pike, your Y will be here for you.